Hi everyone and welcome to Power Plays. I'm Harry and today we're going to be diving into the brand new 2-Point Museum DLC, Fantasy Finds. This is a D&D inspired DLC with magical exhibits, heroic PIs, and yes, even a dragon. We're also playing on Pointy Mountains, the hardest museum yet, and it was part of the free update 4.0. So I'm going to walk you through how to get every single star in it whilst tackling every POI and everything to do with the Fantasy Finds DLC. So if you find this helpful, don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel for everything 2-Point Museum related, and check out the playlist below for the full DLC series. Now let's get into it. So here we have it, Pointy Mountains. Now, the best way to describe this, it is the closest to a sandbox that you are going to get in the main campaign. Now, what they've done here is they've started you off with 0 money, and they've already set a handicap on guests and donations. I'm pretty sure they're essentially choking the number of guests that are going to be coming through and also the donations that they're giving. It's going to make it that slight bit harder. As you can see, we're starting off with no money whatsoever. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we need to do is, well, reject these, that's for sure, but we're going to take out a loan. Now, the problem is if you take out all the loans, you're going to be paying about 13 grand in interest each month. That is going to become a problem pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend way too much money on a building, but we're going to just put a nice little building out here. We're going to move these helicopters up for now. Don't hate me that I've not positioned them nicely anymore. And we need to get rolling. Now, first, let's just take care of the basics. We're going to want to get a gift shop, a cafeteria, a bathroom, and a staff room right in. So I'm just going to drop in a very old template, it seems. So let's just get rid of all the items we do not need. There we go. I'm just having a very basic staff room, as you can see. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a few extra things in because I do want to make sure that we essentially just get that level at least over 1. Just get some happiness in there. So now we've got a staff room in. I'm going to get a cafeteria, and I'm going to place it slap bang. So I'm going to put it against this wall for now, but essentially we're going to expand this museum. It's going to be bigger, and this cafeteria will essentially be the middle. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change, and you can see we've got some new buzz there, items that we can have. So I'm going to leave it there for now, but as soon as I start cracking onto the new DLC, I'm going to change that essentially. And let's move it slightly just so I've got room to put in a gift shop. I'm going to have to move that just a bit more. Let's bring the gift shop down. And again, when I expand, I'm going to create another door here and probably over here, just so we've got a nice flow through this museum. What else do I need? I need a bathroom, so let's get that sorted. Let's just put one there right near the front. And anything else we want to bring in? Let's put a training room down for now. It's not going to cause us too much problem. And look, we have a ticket bazaar. Because this is the start of our DLC journey. So let's get that straight in. We're going to need some assistance to accommodate all this. So we need, as you can see, at least 3. I'm okay with that. let's get both of them trained in customer service for now. Well, we need to complete an expedition and display an exhibit. So first, let's hop into the map, and as you can see right here, Scorched Earth, the brand new DLC. And we have this nice little goblin who's essentially going to tell us the story and what's happening, and we're going to be chasing a dragon, trying to defeat it. And so it's time to discuss this DLC. So the easiest way to break it down is before, when you were going to a POI, you would have staff skills that you would train them in. So like survival skills, survey skills, what else? Aerodynamics, pilot wings. You would have those that you would train, and they would tackle the events in the POI. Instead, you have staff specialties or stat specialties. You can see their skills. And if you're familiar with D&D, you have strength, dexterity, intelligence, and luck. Now you have 4 different experts. You have barbarians, rogues, wizards, and bards, and each one of those specializes in a different stat. Barbarians in strength, rogues in dexterity, wizards in intelligence. And bards, for some reason, they've gone with luck. We all know it should be charisma, but it's luck. Now, you can try and balance it out so you get some all-rounders, but don't do it. Specialize them. Specialize them in their favorite stat. That's what you need to do. So we want to pin this objective because we want to unlock this, this POI. So the first thing we need to do is advertise a new job. So you go down here, fantasy, and again, one of the things in the updates since before, when I did my walkthrough videos, you can see you can choose how many applicants. Really helpful. I'm going to go with 3 to start off with. Let's hit play. Ooh, and let's see, have we got any goods? Yeah, we've got a good security guard. Now, money's going to be really tight to start with. No, not having that. Money's going to be really tight to start with, so we want to make sure that we are running a pretty lean staff base. And what we have here, if I just pause it, we've got as you can see, a bard here, and you can see you've got luck there. These are the stats that they have. You can see luck is the one they specialize in, but they hate when bad things happen, apparently. We've got a wizard specialized in intelligence, but also, actually, they've got a +3 to luck, which is great. And then we have a barbarian. You can see there, 10 in strength. They've also already been trained in pilot wings. It doesn't really matter what they're trained in, because we're going to unlock other skills which we're going to want to use instead. But you can see there, and yeah, it's immune to injuries, classic barbarian, and an intelligence boost. So I'm going to hire all 3 of these. We do want a good mix. I am missing a rogue, or is the rogue just really good at stealth? Who knows? But let's open the map. Unlock this, and now all those items we've now unlocked as well, so we should be able to unlock those for kudos points. And I'm just going to pin these two, so when we go back into the main game, when we come out of the map, we'll see what we need to do to unlock them. And you can see in this Fancy Finds DLC, you can see that here, these are the 3 things that we need to do next in order to progress the Fancy Finds DLC. So we're going to be tracking 2 lots of objectives at the same time. Fancy Finds and Pointy Mountains. We're going to do it all in one go. But we essentially need to visit each one of these 3 POIs. So let's start this off. Now, as you can see, these are the events like you would have normally in a POI. And you can see down here, these are the skill levels of my team. So we want to avoid an injury. So we want to place the barbarian. Now, as you can see, or I know that this one's my barbarian. Now, something which I don't like and it just makes it a bit more fiddly. Hopefully 2 will change it, but you can't see up front here what class everyone is and what their stats are unless you hover over them. So you do need to just bear that in mind. Probably have to hover over, but you'll get to know everyone. You could even change their names and have Barbarian, Wizard, Bard. I might do that. Sounds like a great idea. But I'm going to drop the Barbarian in, and as you can see, they have 10 strength, so we hit this one, and we needed at least 5 luck, and because they had a +3 to luck, I think it was luck anyway, you can see we actually get an extra 25% XP. Now, I am going to lower the cost of this because we're going to be tight for money. I'm going to be doing a detailed survey, and as you can see here, it does improve the exhibit quality. It's something which they didn't used to show before. They're now showing it. We did suspect it, but now they're showing it. So let's crack on. So what else are we going to do? So you can see here, we need to display 50 fantasy buzz. We need to activate buzz bonus on 2 fantasy exhibits, and that's what's going to unlock those 2 POIs. So we need to keep on going back to there. And as you can see for Pointy Mountains, we need to complete an expedition and display an exhibit. Now, we get given an exhibit to start off. Don't sell it. Keep it for now. We're going to need it. That's my hint to you. We're going to need to use this, so just keep it for now. And something which you always want to keep in mind is that late game, we're going to need a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. So where you can, make sure you're thoroughly researching your POIs, building that knowledge as we go through the levels, so then it's not as much as a nightmare at the end when you're on the 5th star. And let's open our first Fantasy Finds exhibit. We have the Fool's Gold. Great quality. We're going to get that to pristine fairly quickly because we're going to be heading straight back. So I'm going to put this, why not, right at the front. I'm just going to move this a bit further back, but we're going to put this right at the front. Essentially what's going to happen is that people are going to come get their ticket and then they're going to go straight to the exhibit. Now, as we know, we have to get some good decorations on, so I'm just going to unlock all the decorations so far. Plop down some nice, you can see some nice double banners, some nice blacksmith columns, and we even have a wooden barrel just for why not. So let's put those barrels down. Still not enough, but you can see we have unlocked another POI there. So that's going to result in us getting more things that we can do decorations with. So for now, we've got to leave it with that. But let's... what do we want to do? We're 1 short. We now have these 3 things we need to do for Pointy Mountains. So like 3 exhibits, sell 5 tickets, collect donations. So the museum is now live. But let's not stop there. We've now unlocked those 2, but I'm going to go straight back to Fledgling Arms because I want better POIs. Better POIs. So you can see again, we've got, because it's only a 3 strength requirement, we actually don't need to use our Barbarian. We can actually, we can use our Bard if we want to. So let's do that. Let's use the Bard. Let's get everyone with some extra XP. And we now have some more things that we've unlocked. So let's drop a little merchant's crate in. And let's... it would have been nice. It'll fit just there. Now, the classic... one of those, information board, and we're going to want a donation stand, of course. So let's drop it right there and open for business. What a great way to start. Now, this is a cold temperature map, so we can actually drop these down and have no issue. No issue whatsoever. So I'm actually just going to drop it down now. I'm not going to sell it. It's a free exhibit, so why not keep it? I'm going to drop down these columns just to get up that buzz boost. And I like this one, so let's drop that down there. Let's put these down here, and I'm going to put a information stand over here with a donation pot, because this little area here, we're going to add loads of essentially ice items. But now we're back. Another POI. A fantasy statue. Now this is going to be a multi-part exhibit. So you can see here we got we got to hit this place up 3 times, and then we get the essentially the the pristine exhibit. So again, let's just put some decorations up. There we go. And God, you're gonna get sick of me saying this. We're heading back, but we got more decorations we've now unlocked, and you can see we're starting to unlock more and more of the map. This is the dragon that we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight them multiple times, but first we're going to chase these exhibits. I want to get pristine quality exhibits. I want that sticker book to be full of shinies. I'm also going to want to build my knowledge of both of these exhibits. So we are going to build an analysis room. I just probably am not going to be able to afford it. At least not for much longer. And what I actually tend to do in this level is I will sell my analysis room and buy it back all the time. And I do the exact same with the workshop. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. Let's get a prehistory. Yes, a prehistory person, because we're going to need someone to look after these exhibits. You can see we're getting our first donation. We've sold 2 tickets. We've got enough exhibits we're displaying. So now it's time to make sure that we're rolling in those donations. All right, we have the same level, so I'm not going to place it down. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go back, and I want to start. Yeah, that'll be fine. I do want to build, so I'm going to take out another loan, and I may regret this. So you may hear me curse myself very soon. But I do want to start building some survey scanners. So let's get 5 survey scanners on the go. I have a janitor. There we go. I was about to say, he just walked in and out. But yeah, this level, or this Pointy Museum, Pointy Mountains. God, am I going to call it Pointy Museum the whole time? There's Pointy Mountains. It is designed to slow you down, essentially. It's just going to constantly try and slow you down. We're not going to let it. We're going to smash this. So I've just changed that to Fairy Kale, and I'm going to change that to just an extra increase in buzz. We are going to change it again fairly soon, but I'll keep it that for now. So we've got 1 extra part. We need 1 more, and that's actually going to be our first pristine Fantasy Finds DLC item. So I'm just going to wait until that survey scanner is done. It is now done. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to plop it in. I'm going to get it on the go. We're going to pay the full whack 5k, but I'm going to start. Now, something which you will notice is as they level up, so you can see they're still level 1, but we've got a level 3 here. You will click on them and you'll see you've got this option to upgrade. Every level they go up, you get an option to upgrade. And what happens is that you can upgrade a stat. Now, I recommend you always upgrade the stat that particular staff member specializes in. So barbarians, strength, rogues, dex, wizards, intelligence, and bards, luck / charisma. But luck. And speaking of rogue, I'm going to put out another advert and hopefully find a rogue. We have a cheesy Gubbins plushie. Ah, yes, as well. We can change this to our fantasy fine stuff. Don't want to forget that. So let's change that to fantasy finds. And off we go. So you can see we've got cute little gnomes, cute little dragons, a nice D20 there, and some cute posters. And things are going quite well. So you'll see for now, we're going to get a lot of Yetis, because, I mean, we are up in the Pointy Mountains. So, yeah. But it will change to more specific DLC. Oh, there we go. I thought the first pristine one we were going to get was going to be the other one, but no. So let's drop this in here. And let's drop our Fool's Gold down. Look at it. Look at it. And you can see it has traits. It provides positive or negative effects depending on how well it's maintained. All T for better or for worse. But we have our first pristine exhibit, and we've got one that's going to go in there for knowledge. We've got another one that's going to go in there for knowledge. So we're actually going to be maxed out on knowledge on that exhibit, and that's what we want to continue to do. Now, this next one, we're going to get pristine anyway because it's exactly like the dinosaur bones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do speedy, I'm going to do low cost, because we always want to try and keep the cost down here. You know, I mean, you can see we're already paying 7k in loans, repayments, 5k in wages. But we're not going to be making money. But 5k from sponsorships, 2.5k from the gift shop, and you can see we've already got our decorations sorted, so don't need to worry about that. Hopefully, I should have rejected that earlier. Hopefully we'll get a better one soon. Anything that's on worth, I always put up until it gets to comfortable or not worth, and then I drop it down slightly. That's the only pricing strategy you need. And here we go. We have another pristine. So our first POI, we have already smashed it. We've got both exhibits, pristine. I'm going to hit it up again. I know. I'm going to hit it up again. And essentially what I'm looking for is I'm trying to get one more of these fancy statues. So cute. Just so I can essentially get the knowledge up. We want to be there we go. We're going to be continually hitting up knowledge in this museum. It's going to be constant, and I apologize, but you will thank me later. So this one we can go ahead and sell. So that's positive. At least we're going to get some form of money back. And let's go speedy again and hope that we get the other one. So what? It was 4k, and we can sell this for 10k. So overall, winning. You see, I smell a little money strat there. I genuinely do. Maybe we need to check that out. Let's hopefully finish this. We need to repair our helicopter. But there we go. That's what I wanted. I want to increase that knowledge. You can see we've increased it. The other one, up one. So you can click here. You know all this, though. I don't need to tell you that. And we have our first extra item. Now, let's rock and roll. we have more POIs to investigate. I'm going to go to Ferrydale. You can go to any of them, Wishfell Village if you want. I'm just going to go to the right, because why not? I do that big song and dance about it. That one's cheaper. We'll do it. We'll go. I already said we go to the right, so I can't go back on my words now. Now you can see, because we don't have a rogue, we can't hit that, essentially. We can't hit that dex check. So we're just going to have to stick with taking off this and hitting this. We've got 2 items. We're going to go full. And this is where your, your surveys come in handy. Let's just put you down there. And let's have a look at the training we could do. Oh, I've sent them. I've sent them on expedition. So let's not have a look at the trainings we could do and continue to twiddle our thumbs. Now, we have to get some money from sponsorships. We're slowly getting it, but we've only got 1 sponsorship at the moment. We're missing the Mudbury Festival. That would be great if we could get Mudbury Festival sign. That's the best sponsorship to have, followed by the Cheesy Governs plushies. So hopefully we're going to get some soon. I'm going to have to take you out of there, sorry. I'm probably going to need to hire another one, but there we go. But I didn't really want to. But here we are. Let's only have you working here. We've got that other item. So let's now max out on that. So we've got max knowledge here. Going to have max knowledge there. And we're going to have our next exhibit for our next POI. So let's check this out. A teeny kettle. I mean, it really is. Let's drop this down. And I mean, the teeny kettle can teenily go just here. Right next to each other. We need a few more decorations. And we've now unlocked a few more decorations. So we've actually got a hanging fantasy torch, which I really like because it hangs. So it's great for spacing. And we've got a wall banner, which is also great because it's, again, great for spacing. So we've got that on the go, and I want to hit this up again, or do I want to... Do you know what? I'll go over here just so I can progress the storyline for you guys. Let's hit the survey scanner. Let's do detailed. Again, we're ticking off this, ticking off this. We've not quite hit the look. Now, if we bring in the Bard, we will hit the look. And there you go. We're going to get some extra money. We're going to get 7.5 grand for this, which pays for the expedition. See, it pays to pay attention. But I did not pay attention to this, so good job they stayed there. All right, I'm going to spend 5 more grand to get 2 more here. And we need to keep an eye on money. Money's going to be a problem for a while. So lock in and get used to me doing various strategies, like selling a lot of things all the time. Various strategies to essentially make sure we end up okay. Like I sell, I sold my staff room a lot. I sell both the workshop and the analysis room when we're not, workshop and analysis room when we're not using it. I only wish I could sell that helicopter. Fortunately, we can't. So we need to wait for that sponsorship to go up, and then we're going to be moving on to the next star. We've got that knowledge in, so now we're max knowledge. You can see max knowledge on those 2. Let's get that in. Why not? Let's get that in straight away. Why not have a perk? And let's get that perk in. And there we go. We have got a new item, the Bolt Buckle Boots. Not only that, though, we have let's put this nicely here. That's all good. And you can see this is actually something that we can equip to a staff member. Allows the wearer to move with light footness of foot, totally out of character. So you can actually click on this And if we say, for example, if we look at Theodore Cress, so we got Theodore Cress, let's just do you an upgrade for now. 31511. Remember that, 31511. And Theodore Cress. Theodore Cress now has these boots on. And if we go to Theodore Cress, 36511. So it's increasing his, a temporary increase to his dex. However, you don't get buzz. You don't get buzz. So we'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. And we're going to see what's our rewards. We got a growth potion. So you get potions in this as well. Potions can be made in the workshop, but staff have to have a specific skill to make potions. That's why I haven't trained my experts yet. Secret sources. But what these do is they give a boost to different stats. It's fairly straightforward. So we need to now unlock 5 or 2 more. So 5 in total, 2 more POIs. So essentially we either want to go this way or we want to go this way. You can see we need a survival and a survey. So now's a good time to actually have a look. Now I could do a survival and a survey here. Not worry about the potion master just yet, because I'm hoping we're going to get that lovely, lovely rogue. We're not going to get that lovely, lovely rogue, are we? We are going to get that lovely, lovely rogue. And you can see they're already trained in the... I thought I got rid of them then. They're already trained in the potion master. So let's get that across. And now what we can do is actually... let's keep it. Let's keep this going. But what we will do, we will create a potion. As you can see here, make a potion. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to get these trainings in so we can hit both of those POIs and then unlock more. And we're going to continue our journey. We're very close to hitting the next milestones for Pointy Mountains. Cold, hard cash. Yeah, that's what we are focusing on getting in. And my bank balance, it's not a spoiler, but my bank balance is going to be low for a long time. Yeah, so get used to it. And this is going to be a good test for you. As I said, you can see they are choking the number of guests that are coming in, and they are also choking those donations. We're going to be able to do it. So, for us to get that first star, we need to get a museum level of 10, run a tour with 3 exhibits with a 4+ rating. We will do that, no problem. And please be Mudgery Festival, and then average monthly profit of 8k over 3 months. We can do it. I promise you we can do it. You may not think we can do it. I promise you we can do it. And what we also can do is make a potion. So let's make that potion. Make that potion. And hit that POI. Is it going to let me? No. Let's wait for a bit. And then hit that POI. Hopefully we'll have the cash. I might have to sell this analysis room. So let's hit it before everything else happens. So we're going to lose money on this unless we can get a strength of 20. So that's why that potion would be useful. We can also have a look at, okay, what other things. So we're hitting the intelligence scores, fine. Because you can see here we've got 6. Well, you can see we've got 20. You can do the math, but we're just not hitting the strength. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I might regret it because we're going to pass over the month. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait a bit. Well, no, to be honest, I will just sell this. Because now I've got 30 grand. What I was going to do is I was going to wait for this growth potion to be made so I can use it to bump up the stats, to not lose that 5k, and it will be essentially worth it. We'll find out. I think fiscally it's worth it. But whilst we're waiting, let's hit that POI. I'm going to do... Yes, I'm going to do a survey scanner, put it on detailed. We have you, so we can hit that. Now we can hit all of them. Absolutely fantastic. And what I'm going to do is... Are you going to let me do it? No? Huh. Oh, is that because you're... Yes. Okay, so... let's just do that. Wiz, so we know they're the wizard. And let's do Caspian Duggery, Bob, so we can make sure that we know who they are. And I'll change those other ones later. Now, if you're enjoying this DLC, or this DLC content, and you're looking forward to buying it yourself, do make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to have every single thing about this DLC, how to get all achievements, all the stars, all the POIs, everything you need. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all my videos. And there is my shameless plug. Now we're waiting because I sent my rogue on I sent my rogue on the POI. But we don't need to worry about that. I can now open you up. Hey, we've got another exhibit to put in. So I'm going to put you down there. I'm going to hopefully... Yeah, you're going to go straight into there. Perfect. You're fully ready to rock and roll. And do I have anything else I want to add? Cannon fodder buzz. There we go. Because that is cannon fodder. So you can see our museum level is slowly going up. I am going to want to buy a tour stand. Tour stands do generate money as well, so I'd say it's definitely worth getting. If I move that over there, and now move that there. It is a bit jammed, I understand, but we will make it better, I promise. Is that gonna... There we go. That's our nice little tour. 4-star tour. What more do you need? Nothing. We do want to get these exhibits up to get better prestige level. And we want to improve their knowledge. But we have our growth potion. That's the most important bit for now. So we can fill that in. We can add our growth potion. We can make sure that we have our... Oh, is it still not enough? Have I waited all that time for nothing? So we've cancelled that. Yeah. Oh, of course, gross rate is just 50. Oh, well, that was a waste of my time. So we don't need to worry about that. Let's just crack on. It's going to cost us money. We're going to crack on anyway. Yes, financial warning. Completely understand. We're in doo-doo. But we will get out of doo-doo. And I've still got that worth. Perfect. I have still got that extra loan. Problem with the extra loan is that we're going to end up paying 13k in loan repayments. And as you can see, we do not have enough stuff to cover that. So that will become a problem. But for now, we'll just keep it as it is. We'll just keep it as is. Let's check out some of these exhibits. So you can say we got 3-handed greatswords, we got the boots, we got the teapot, we got the fantasy statue, and we have the fool's gold. And we've unlocked another POI. So you can see all we need to do is complete that expedition, and we've done it. And now we've got these two. So something which I do think is really cool about this map is that it is forcing you to go to other places and expand more. So we now need to go get some temperate fish. We need to employ a level 2 potion master. but we've got our 4 out of 5 POIs. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Now we can't tackle that, but we need 8 grand. Probably going to get ill as well. There's loads of things we're going to look out for. Ah, fun. But let's open this up, get the XP, and it's probably, yeah, I was about to say, it's probably time we just had a look. So you are a rog, you're a rog, and you're a barb. Come on. A barb, there we go. No, a bard, not a barb, because I will think you're a barbarian. There we go. So let's upgrade where we can. Get that dex up. Fantastic. All right. Oh, yes. We definitely want to be taking up the opportunity to place these where possible. It's just free money. And we need that free money. Oh boy, do we need that free money. Get that tour in. Earn even more. Earn even more money. We desperately need it. Oh, so you can see back in the red. So what I'm going to do to combat that, because I still want to continue to grow. I still need to continue to grow. I'm going to hope that this is a fish person. It is not a fish person, I can confirm. So let's get a marine life expert in here. Let's have a look at... This is the person who we want to upgrade. So we want to make sure that they're leveling up. So we want to send those on, or them, not those, them on exhibitions. So let's get that started. I want my rogue to go. And it's going to take a bit more time, but I'm okay with it taking more time. Let's get a survey scanner in so we can get that straight up into prestige. Into pristine. Prestige. I don't know why I call it prestige all the time. And we have more. Yes, we finally have that Mudbury Festival sign. So let's drop that here. It's going to want its own sign there. And I almost didn't have enough money for a donation stand, but now I do. All right. So we've got our 2 preferred sponsors down. So it should help bring in a bit more money. I'm going to be... Ooh. Your team come across a traveling potion seller. Believing a battle is imminent, they ask for the seller's strongest potions. You can't handle my strongest potions, potion seller. Oh dear. Great video. You need to watch it if not. Let's go for a dex potion. There we go. Hey, we can handle your strongest potions. I really hope someone understands that reference. Please comment down below and let me know that I'm not the only one who gets that. And as you can see, we actually made a profit. Somehow we made a profit then. So let's keep that up. That's the sort of vibe that we need. We definitely need to keep a profit. No. Not worth, so I'm just going to bump that down a bit. Worth. Not worth, so let's just bump that down a bit. And it's really tempting to take it out, and I'm actually going to do it. But I'm going to pay off those other 2 loans. So we've still got 168k. And you can see our interest payments then was 7.2. So let's wait, and we'll see what our new interest payments are going to be. And it should be less than that amount. Yeah, so we're going to get that extra money in here. We're going to hit that up. I am going to likely build an analysis room again so we can start getting that knowledge coming up. And soon, not in this star, but soon, we're going to need to start building some marketing rooms because we're going to have to get a lot more guests. A lot more guests coming in, and the best way of doing that is to do marketing campaigns specifically for families. Trust me, it works. So we can build an analysis room. So I'm going to put the analysis room back there. As I said, we're going to be building and selling this like there's no tomorrow, because I don't need it to just sit there and wait. And I ideally want the rogue to do the analysis because I want them specifically to level up. Because then we can get that extra skill, that extra potion making skill, and send them on their merry way to the next POI. Museum level going up, and it's going to go up again once we increase the knowledge. Goes up again once we increase staff. You can see here better staff skills, better exhibits. It's going to increase your museum level. And you see we got pretty good guest happiness as well at the moment, and I'd say fairly good ratings considering where we are. Still early days. We're not going to be getting 100% ratings this early on. Ooh, we have a new exhibit. So I'm going to drop that in. That again is a what's-called exhibit. Like the bones, we're going to need to hit this multiple times. I want the survey scanner. I want detailed. I want to make sure that my luck is up, so we hit this. So we're going to hit that one over there, get that money back, and we're going to hit this one over here. We're already on pristine, so hopefully we'll get that pristine three-handed greatsword. So we do detailed, so we have that extra chance, but we don't need the survey scanner, so we're going to go for the haggling handbook just to reduce that cost. Save that money, he says, as he gives everyone a pay rise. Can't have the staff being unhappy. So you can see our loans, they're now 6.6 rather than the 7 the interest was before, and we now have that influx of cash. So we just hope that we can, you can see that would be 300,000. So I hope that by the time we run out of this 115k, we will have dropped this down to below 300,000, because that's how we can then continue building our cash. I've done this a few times, as you can tell. Okay, our assistants, what are our assistants doing? You're available. Let's drop you in here. So let's actually take you guys off. As you can see, we're literally running bare minimum staff at the moment. Because like our staff wage is 8.5k, and that's more than a lot more of the income than we get. So 131 or 118k there. We get the pristine exhibit. So I'm just going to plop it down, pick this up. Told you, we're going to be getting pristine exhibits all the way. You're going to be filling up that sticker book in no time. Museum level's gone up as well. I'm telling you, again, another sticker. And I have to change my tour again. So let's drop them in there. And if I can move you up, please. No, I said up. I hate doing it that way. There we go. Happy days. So we now have one more to get here. We have both pristine here. So let's drop over. We don't care about the survey scanner anymore. And we'll happily do speedy as well. Just to get it done. Happily, happily, happily. We still need... Oh, God, I forgot. Why didn't you guys remind me? I don't want you. I'm sorry. So, we want a marine life person. We want them to have no skills or in fish whispering. Because we're going to need to get a high-level fish whisperer to unlock a certain POI. So let's just get someone with fish whispering now and get on that right pathway. So again, I don't care if this is speedy. Let's tick that off. And yeah, that is absolutely smashed all those POIs there. So museum level getting up there. Average monthly profit not getting up there. But we're going to turn it around. He says... We will. Maybe. Definitely. Kind of. Let's get this done. So you can see we can actually sell those buckle boots. So that's an extra 7k. Drop that in there. Let's open this crate. We can sell these as well. And again, we're going to head back. Ticking off all the boxes. There we go. And let's actually have a look. We want to go over here. I've got all these. I haven't got anything over here. Let's have a look. So we'd lose money unless I can find a way to boost our strength. But the strength it's quite a lot that I need to boost. Also, you can see that if I have rapid restoration on one of them, it will give me another boost. So let's sell that. Let's claim that, and we must have an expert soon that will hopefully... There we go, you. I can train you on rapid restoration. And I'm going to be waiting for you to get to the next level. So let's just upgrade these. Upgrade my Wiz. Upgrade my Bob. Oh, upgrade my Bob again, sorry. And let's get you in rapid restoration. So that's going to tick off that issue. And another pristine sticker. We got cash for that. You can see, look, there you go. Our profit went up a bit. It did. Pretty sure it did. So, ooh, they disappeared. I hope they come back. But we've got pristine exhibits, which genuinely is fantastic. We're going to get this upgrade in. We hopefully have, yes, we have a fish person, so we can get fish whispering in. And we're going to need an aquarium. There we go. We're going to need an aquarium. And I'm just going to go for your run-of-the-mill clownfish, pufferfish, flying fish. That's what I'm going to go for first. And I do, actually, as well, think it's nearly time. Nearly. Not yet. Well, I'm going to expand a tiny bit, basically. And what I can do here is I can, if I move things slightly, I should be able to sneak. I said I should be able to sneak. You know, let me do it. There we go. Another door in here. And I want to sneak a door here. You know what? It's probably about time I put some ambient speakers up. So let's cover those two off. Make sure to change them to fancy finds. Got one in here apparently. Fancy finds. Oh, speaker doesn't go in there. We learn. We learn, and we're unlocking more. So now we've got a new entertainment item that we can build when we have a workshop again. I mean, there's nothing for you to be saying. Let's head over and get some fishies. We will at some point need to get, where are they? Some sea monsters. So we are gonna go over here, but for now I don't have the extra marine life person, so I'm just gonna go ahead, do that. I don't care how quick it is. God, maybe it sounds so mean. I don't care. I do. I kind of care. Okay, so we have you. We have you. We have high enough strength to solve the money issue. We don't have high enough intelligence. Now we do. We've now got high enough dex as well. We just don't have the high. So now we're missing on the... And we're missing on the strength by 1. Which is depressing. I would rather... How am I going to play this? So if I have this wizard... So hang on, I've got 6, 13... Where is my... So I have 6, 13, 5, and 5. So I have to have... If I want to combat the illness, I have to have this wizard. And now it's really, do I care about the injury versus the money? But I think I don't have a choice either way. So I think I'm just going to have to take the money hit. Let's do a survey scanner to increase here. And let's just get straight into it. And hopefully we're going to get some more fishies. So you can see we need 3 great quality temperate fish exhibits. So I don't think I did Speedy. I really hope I didn't do Speedy. Because all we need is great and above. We're getting that museum level up. Slightly. There we go. That's 1 great. Have I got room for 3? Yes, I've got room for 3. Oh, see? That was profit. You saw it. That was profit. I repeat, not a drill. Not a drill. See how that's detailed 20 days. Let's go detailed just to increase our chance. Oh, do you know what? For saving 300 quid, I'd rather do that. See, look at all these nice stickers we've got already. So we're progressing nicely through Fancy Finds. We're going to have to face the dragon soon. Sounds scarier than it is. Don't worry, we'll be well equipped for that by the time it comes. I've got no one that needs upgrading. We're all fine here. We're starting to bring some money in. My loan situation's okay. You can see I'm getting to nearly below that 300 mark, which then means that we'll essentially be able to take these loans out, which will then basically give us a cash flow injection and buy us some time. And that's essentially what we're trying to do, is we're just trying to continually buy ourselves some time. Yeah, we got an upgrade there. Oh, right off the bat. Right off the bat, we got another pristine exhibit. So what I'm going to do move this down. Why? Why did you move to my... I don't know why you did that. But here we are. So, near... Oh, God. I need to sort my decorations out. Near a Fancy Finds banner. I think it's a double banner. So I'm just going to put it here. I've got a single banner there. As I said, I like putting these lights down because it just really helps. Also, it's great to be able to put these on the wall. It's just not going to fit there, but you can put it. You can put it by the fish, which I do find funny. And let's see, we can put a vase there, and we do actually need to see what we can do for... There we go. That should be enough for a Mudby Festival sign. Let's click play, and we need to put you in here. And you're just happy. You're just happy. Get in there. We're really getting there. We should get another exhibit here. Yes. Bringing our level up again. And let's get that final temperate fish that we need. I've gone safe. We need aquarium, sea, anemone thing. There you go. Wada. Let's get some grass in. Let's just bang some things around. Obviously, a treasure chest is where we should be going with this. Double treasure chests. Perfect. We're getting really close. Our museum level's up now. We've got another pristine exhibit. I would like to actually go back and hit that POR up again because there's a lot of knowledge to get in that. And we're also now going to see... Oh, I love how we've got one of each. We're going to see chickens. Chickens in our museum. So we're going to unlock this. And there we go. We have the dragon tail potion. So now it's trying to convince us that we're going to fight this dragon. And you can see you need 3 level 3s, but quite a lot of MIAs here. So we need things that are basically going to boost our whatchamacallit, our levels up. And at the moment, we just do not have the stuff. So I'm not going to go for it. Not right now. I don't want to essentially spend all my time getting those people ready, building up their levels to then just throw them away. Let's I was going to say let's get a survey in, but we can't. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to sell this so we can build a workshop, mainly for spacing reasons, if I'm honest. Get you here, and I want to build more survey scanners, another 5 survey scanners. Let's see what we've got on the training menu. Need you to go up. You're really close to leveling up. That's nice. Let's get that survey boost in. Who else can train? I saw Noddy Pie. Fantastic name. And we're running really lean on janitors and security guards. And it's working. And I mean, and assistants too, to be honest. Not as much an assistants because we've got 4 and we've got 3 spots, but fairly. And we're hopefully going to hit that. So let's find out. Let's go. Oh, not quite. Not quite. See, I didn't even have to edit my own sound effects in. I can just put them on myself. Thank you, or you should be saying thank you, future Harry. It's one less editing job for you. So, lots of pristine exhibits. Nice little chicken one over here. One of my favourites. And we can go here. Get a new fish. Again, loads of things we need to look out for. So I'm just going to wait because I want my my wizard to come back. And my wizard's on this one, it seems. So let's open the crate. Ooh, devilish door. And you can see because we're ticking off all those, whatchamacallit, events, because we're being clever about it, we're then essentially getting some fantastic, pristine exhibits straight off the bat. What more could we want? Will you fit there? Yeah, you will fit there. Oh, will you fit another one there? Yeah, you will. Alright, let's keep going. I should now be able to hit you up. Where's my whiz? There you are. Let's get detailed in. Let's get survey in. You can see 100% on there. So we're going to go straight into epic. And hopefully this will then help us boost into pristine straight away. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I hope you're crossing them. Let's bump these up. Just get that extra bit of money in. I'll bump up to 90 and just pray it doesn't cause any issues. You can see here now we're going to have better cash flow here. But we need to just slow. 0 donations that month. Are you wild? I mean, we're definitely not going to be getting any money if we're not selling these tickets. And as you can see, and I know this is supposed to be like the end mission, but you can see things do move a lot slower in this museum, and it's because the guests essentially ratio, whatever you want to call it, is kind of choked, so they come in a lot slower. But also, God, what a great profit month. But also the donations as well. Donations are a lot slower too. Oh, let's give that a decorations boost. Security sticker, I'm going to put right on you because it's straight by the toilets, and obviously we know that we have the boogeymen that come out the toilets. So what better one to put it on? So essentially what I'm going to do is click on that, apparently. Yay, an extra $5,000. Not enough bins. Let's put some bins down. There you go. That literally answers what I'm going to do. Let's put a bin down. I mean, it's a very valid point. I don't have any bins down. Oh, but I was about to say, really weird if bins can't be put in that room. There we go. Let's open this up. Told you, pristine off the bat. Will it fit in here? Yes, it will. And he's happy in there. There we go. We have our swordfish. Quite literally a sword. And like, we needed level 10. We are level 12 now. So we're absolutely sailing through it. I actually want to hit it up one more time just to make sure that I can get the knowledge up on it. So I don't want it to get damaged, but I don't really care on the pristine level. And I'm going to hit up here again because I want to... Yeah, can I just leave it at that? Because I want to. Because I want to. I'm going to do that because I want him to level up. Yeah, I want him to level up. Do I care? I've already got epic. So yeah, let's go there. There's a chance they might get ill. Could cause a problem. But we're going to ignore it for now. And let's get this entertainment item on. One of the goals we need to do eventually is to give people their dream visit. One of the easiest dream visits to get is entertainment. Which is visit 5 different entertainment interactive displays. So we're going to start off with one of the Fancy Finds one, and we have that £8,000 profit. It took just over an hour, but we got there. We have that first star in the Pointy Mountains Museum. I hate that it does that because I like to have my museum facing this way. But yeah, we need to then sort of guess the criteria, buy 2 map displays, Friday hike a dream visit, which means we're going to have to buy a map kiosk. And then if we jump over to the world map, the next thing we need to do is to defeat the dragon. And essentially what I'm doing, I'll just play it just so I can grab whatever this exhibit is and just show you essentially where we're at. Because I would class this section as the first star, or the first part of Fantasy Finds as well. So let's wait for the helicopter to drop. And just so you can see how far away we are from that, so we can counter one of them already. I need to build the Dragon's Claw potion. Yeah, I need to do that first. Dragon Tail potion, sorry. That's going to help us out. But hopefully we can then... We're really close to the strength, or we're fairly close to the strength, and we're fairly close to the look. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. But that'll be on the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. And check out the playlist below, because I'm going to have all content that you need for the Fancy Finds DLC and how to get all 5 stars on Pointy Mountains. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.